Chapter 8 States of Matter. Learning Objectives. Composition of matter. Properties of different states of matter. Solubility of matter. Changes in the state of matter. Warm up. Read the poem carefully. If you want the matter to be seen, come and learn simply with me. When solid, liquid and gas unite, they let the energy take its flight. Solids keep their shape, sturdy and tight. Liquid flows freely. What a graceful sight! Gas disperses in the vast expanse. Molecules of all three present a whirling dance. Anything that has some weight and occupies space is called matter. Matter exists in three states: solid, liquid and gas. Stone, rock and sugar exists in solid state. Water and milk exists in liquid state, and oxygen and nitrogen exists in gas state. Composition of matter. All matter is made up of simple substances known as elements. Every element is made up of tiny particles called atoms. Atoms are the building blocks of matter. Some kind of atoms combine with one another to form molecules. For example, oxygen as a molecule has two atoms of oxygen, O2. When atoms of two or more elements combine together, a compound is formed. For example, water is made up of two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen, H2O. Carbon dioxide is made of one atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen, CO2. Properties of different states of matter. All the molecules of a substance remain in motion. They have a force between them that attracts them towards each other. This force is called molecular force. This molecular force is the basis for the formation of different states of matter. Solid. In solids, molecules stay very close to each other because the molecular force between them is the highest. That is the reason why solids have a definite shape and volume. They are hard and rigid. For example, in an ice cube, the molecules are held tightly together, giving it a fixed shape. Liquid. In liquids, the molecules are loosely packed. The molecular force in liquids is less than that in solids. The molecules of liquid can move freely. This is why liquids can flow around freely. It has definite volume but no definite shape. It takes the shape of the container in which it is kept. Gas. In gases, the molecules have large empty spaces between them. The molecular force between them is the lowest. They move faster than the molecules in a solid or a liquid. That is the reason why gas has neither a definite shape nor a definite volume. They spread out to fill the available space and can be easily compressed. Solubility of matter. The ability of the molecules of one substance to break into individual molecule and take up the empty space available in the molecules of another substance and mix with it is termed as solubility. We have learnt that substances like sugar and salt are soluble in water. Substances that dissolve in liquid are called solute. The liquids in which solute is dissolved are called solvents. Water is a universal solvent. When a solute is added to a solvent, a solution is formed. Sugar solute plus water solvent equals sugar solution. Solubility of solids in water. Some solids like salt, sugar, potassium permanganate, etc. dissolve in water. They are called soluble substances. It means that the molecules of these solids break up into individual molecules and spread out to take up the empty space between the molecules of water. Some solids like sand and chalk do not dissolve in water. They are called insoluble substances. The molecules of sand and chalk do not break into individual molecules and spread out to dissolve in water. Solubility of liquids in water. Some liquids like milk, glycerin, and alcohol can dissolve in water. These liquids are called miscible liquids. Some liquids like oil and petrol do not dissolve in water. They float on water as a separate layer. These liquids are called immiscible liquids. Solubility of gases in water. Oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and ammonia are some gases that dissolve in water. This is proved by the fact that aquatic animals breathe in oxygen dissolved in water, and aquatic plants carry out photosynthesis by using carbon dioxide dissolved in water. Carbon dioxide gas is dissolved in all fizzy drinks under great pressure. That is why you can see bubbles coming out when you open the lid of a bottle of cold. Changes in the state of matter. The arrangement of molecules in different states of matter changes upon heating and cooling. This brings about change in its state from one form to another. These changes can be broadly classified into two types: physical or temporary change and chemical or permanent change. Physical change. In physical change, there is only a temporary change in the state of matter that is easily reversible by reversing the conditions or temperature, and no new substance is formed. Water changes into gaseous state on heating. This gaseous state of water changes into its liquid form by cooling or condensing. Water changes into solid ice by cooling or freezing. This ice changes into water again on melting. Same conditions are seen by heating and cooling wax. When wax is heated, the solid wax breaks apart and the molecules move around freely. Solid wax becomes a liquid. Upon allowing it to cool, it becomes solid wax again. Chemical change. In chemical change, the change in temperature on heating or cooling brings about a permanent change in the state of the matter that is not reversible, and a new substance is formed. We cannot get back the old substance. When a block of wood is burnt, it undergoes a chemical change and produces a new substance called charcoal. The molecules of charcoal are different from that of a wood. Similarly, when iron pipe is left unattended in the open, it rusts. The molecules of iron and rust are different. Many chemical changes keep on occurring inside our body throughout our lives. The digestion of food is one such change that gives us energy to do different activities. Keywords: atom, the smallest particle of matter. Miscible liquids, liquids which mix with each other. Immiscible liquids, liquids which do not mix with each other. Chapter: Roundup. Anything that occupies space and has weight is called matter. Element is made up of the same type of particles. Molecules in solids are arranged in a tight, regular pattern with very little movement. In liquids, molecules move around a little more easily than those in a solid. In gases, the molecules move rapidly and maintain large spaces between each other. When a solid is added to a solvent, a solution is formed. Substances undergo physical and chemical changes.